Had some good Ignition Core games yesterday. Just run it back. Yeah. So our one shop is going to be Curio. I actually didn't know you could get your shop as the first encounter. Huh.
Well, howdy, hero.
Guess just...
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you. Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
It's the board. Hey, Warlock. Two gold. XP, XP. What do we got here? +3 burn. Probably rightmost, because I'd rather have Final Flame on Microdave than Ignition Core.
I spent half my life mastering that technique. So like 9 years.
I will do this now to try to win the fight.
We're out to dethrone a king, not
Hey,
to
Friff.
squabble with
Thanks for the
nobody.
prime. Much appreciated. Just a cutlass. That's a big cutlass, though. Yeah. Hey, Bannon. Okay, we're good.
Defeat
We're
does
good.
not
We're
defeat
good.
me.
Only got crit once. So wait, they didn't level. They took random skill, got left-handed. What did they do? So they had starting cutlass. They took big bite. They took random skill. Did they just not buy anything at their shop? Oh. Okay, one counter is all deterministic now. They're not fully deterministic. You always get 2 XP, though. But I think what shop you get is different every time. You don't always see big bite. Just gonna grab the regen here.
Our bodies are just containers for it.
Send me your huge items. Price? Don't care.
Take a lawless.
Sell things so I can buy things. Huge things.
Uzi welding helmet.
On behalf of the Grand Society of blah blah blah. Bye.
I don't even know if it was intended.
Buy from Barcoon instead.
It might have just been a side effect of disabling some other stuff in day one. Because it wasn't in the patch notes or anything. I should have held that in case we got the prob. Rush ain't bad. It is pretty wild. portaled. We're doing that. I do like non-weapon shop. This could just be a random skill. Ooh. We actually got a good one. Pretty sure we get better rates using Welding Helmet to charge our 10 burn Ignition Core. It kind of depends how long I expect the fight to be, right? Oh. I thought Final Flame was the other one. I got these mixed up again. The art on these just feels so misleading. Okay, well, it is going to be a longer fight. I don't know that I can... Their damage is really low. It's so much shield. Guess I'm glad I played for the scaling. Should be fine. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I've had a few games where we just clean 10-0 with Ignition Core, but both of those runs did involve finding a proboscis. Getting a chest there feels so bad. Could throw this on the Ignition, or we dig for Microdave. It always does something. I feel like Charge Core more than Crit Core. What are you doing with Charge Core?
More fights, sooner champion. I go back Frost Street, not belong here.
Charge Core, Combat Core. Yeah, I haven't tried it with Combat Core. I guess that makes some sense. Really not looking for weapons. I already got the Uzi. I guess we could play a Pulse Rifle.
How do you hugelings use these things? Okay, now sell me something. Something huge.
Just playing Light Bulb.
I guess I made a sale.
Skill synergize the two cores together. Yeah, I could see that. So I feel like when I've found the good core skills, I'm pretty happy that I've just found the good core skills. That already kind of feels like the win condition on Dually.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Because, like, crit core does the same sort of thing. When you've got crit chance, you're effectively getting extra charge value on your core, so you've got a faster core. It's not 2 cores, but it's still giving you that extra value.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Ignition's hard later. Yeah, I'm definitely not a huge fan of Ignition. I've had good runs with it, but they've all involved just getting an early lead and crushing the whole time. It's just I would have had those in the other order. I would have had, like, Crit Companion as the best, followed by, like, Charge, followed by Weaponized. Maybe Ignition over Weaponized. I also don't hate Armored Core. I've had good runs on Armored Core.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
Silver Dave has been found.
Really gonna enjoy that.
So I could Pulse Rifle over these. It's a lot of gold. Let's get a little bit of life. Should be fine. Had a good run with Charge Core, Combat Core, with the big multi-shot ray, and the red button. Yeah, I had a run like that too. I think we got pretty lucky finding an early railgun, and that's why it worked, but
If you
it was a
want
cool plan.
Stoic, you came to the wrong Sphinxian. I believe in joy.
Come on, we can do better. God, we really can't do better. These silver skills are so cringe.
When you're ready, I'll send you to
It's
Oregon,
good.
but I'll keep you as long as I can. Let's both keep learning. Maybe someday
I
we'll
should probably
teach
just
each
drop the
other.
Granola, right? Companion also causes some issues late game. Even with Diamond Bell, you face like Fort Chrono or Mamasaurs. Yeah. I think you're favored into most of the Mamasaur boards, but yeah. Companion. I've played Chrono on my Companion Core board enough to not hate playing Chrono on Companion Core. It is awkward though. Yeah, I feel like Companion's the build that's best at winning late on Dually, but I mean, you can always just run into high rolls and die. If you don't find the mixed message, your comp can be a little slow. Probably fine.
Step right up. Let's start the show.
Yeah, maybe. Just generally when I've seen Combat Core, it has also been too slow.
Finest performance.
I have not played a ton of Combat Core, though. And it has been good the couple of games that I've played it. A lot of extra life on me. Doesn't matter. I have way more burn. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it comes up, maybe. I'm kind of past the point of tryharding the patch. I'm doing my one ranked run a day and then just trying to make content. I really need to get real items on this board. I don't know that JJ gets me those real items.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer. Do you have to leave already?
Here's the Omega.
I get it. You're busy.
Cool. Not super attached to this Wallace. Nice. Had no faith in JJ. Yeah. I'm sorry, JJ. You were right all along. Give this a couple peeks. You were just there! How did you teleport?
Discounts for peace.
Somehow, Kina worse.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
You're basically just playing a last patch game with the free skills. A lot of gold to cash out at Barcoon.
I mean, welcome to my business. This is a gift at any price. It's smaller than Quixel.
Imagine that's done.
Sell this.
It's still -1 gold, right? Because the nanobots themselves don't sell for anything. I don't think we need missiles.
Is it because I
Don't
talk
think the
too
welding helmet's
slow?
going in. This upgrade is huge.
Did you liberate today? 1,000. As you free me, I will free
Did not
others.
get it. So up between Microdave and Omega Ray, it's probably the Dave. Man.
You should know, I'm a bit of a
Rush for
legend.
this Uzi is really nice.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo with me.
That was scary. The 9% crit? Okay. Okay. I see you. 20% life. I don't care about getting this to diamond. The core upgrade is kinda whatever. Got
Come
enough
on in.
gold.
Let's chat. Yeah, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Don't mind altering the PvE fights. One Walter activation. Hey, Kaiser. I do want to have the life, but man.
You've just taken the first step toward. Shall I
Hit anyway.
for you?
The crane would work between Dave and Ignition. 3 small fast items. Probably not. I think that's way too slow. You're slowing down both your Micro Dave and Core a lot to play crane as well.
I will not train you to kill. I will train you to live.
Happy enough with conflagration.
Wisdom has power, but not all power has wisdom.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Another life preserver board. Okay, this one doesn't do anything. I think. Pretty sure it doesn't do anything.
You've got
Like it's
talent.
missing damage in the
You
late
should put it
game.
toward nobler use.
Yeah, I mean, we're a dually board. Just gotta 10-0. We will simply 10-0. All the pivots on this hero just feel like such marginal upgrades. I feel like every time that I have done a mid or late game pivot, I've regretted it. Some nice XP out of this. Did we scrap? Fast item. Hmm. It's probably gonna be drop the Walter for the coolant. We don't have any crit. We'd just be going for feather here. Just take the XP. Diamond Dozer pivot to Mama. I've tried that. It lost every fight after the pivot. I don't know. I don't think Mamasaur is playable without a big battery. At least that's been my experience. Not leveling either way. I'll take the life. Not sure what's more likely to give me my Omega Ray upgrade. I guess this could also be like a metronome. There's not that many. Oh, it's just burn item. I thought it was small burn item.
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal.
Tried it 3 or 4 times with Companion Core. At 1U games, you'd probably lose with Bell. Oh, interesting. I feel like every time I run into that board with Bell, I win with Bell.
Tell everyone
It just looks like a worse board every time I see it. Found a pig. Well,
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm? Well, I'll admit,
big yo-yo fort, speed with Bell late. Yeah, that can be a thing that beats you late. The problem is, like, you just change your matchup spread, right? Like, there's a bunch of things that you would beat with Bell that you'd no longer beat with Dinosaur. I'm not saying that it doesn't have any better matchups, but I think you have better matchups on average with Bell. Is Ice Dueling not horrible now? The problem with freeze builds is Rapid Thaw is common enough that it feels really bad to go all in on freeze. Because if you run into anyone that has Rapid Thaw, you just auto lose. I have had some cool runs with PR Conditioner, but it's just matchup RNG of whether or not your board does anything. And Radiant. Yeah, like Radiant Crow's Nest stuff can get you. At least against Radiant, you're still able to freeze most of their board. As long as you've got some kind of a clock, you got something going on. But against Rapid Thaw, it just does nothing. Is Radiant more common than Rapid Thaw? I don't know. I feel like people are valuing other enchants, largely because of Rapid Thaw. Disincentivizing people from going freeze. It's just Conduit. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't have any good thing to throw crit on. Man. Just conduit the core so that I've still got Omega Ray scaling going no matter what.
Animals have skills they've been honing.
Burn items have 4% crit chance. Oh boy. I don't hate Rush, but I think we can do better than an extra 2 seconds of haste on Uzi. There's some crazy stuff with this vendor. Well, we didn't get it. Slightly more Uzi damage.
Remember, this is their world. Tread lightly.
Anything to win? Anything to win is fine. It really doesn't do that much. Let me get the flamethrower. Throw it for content. If this was the unranked game, I 100% would, but I don't think it does anything. It kind of griefs my board because I'm not getting haste on the Uzi, and haste on the Uzi is how everything gets started. For Ice Enchanted Item Vendor, getting Flagship, Wheel, and Treb all together. Yeah. Force them to have Rapid Thaw. It's not a terrible plan. Especially if your board is otherwise reasonable. Like, the Frost Enchants are pretty free. It's just like when you start putting ice cream trucks on your board or Pierre conditioners, it starts to feel a lot worse.
Life is urgent. Hurry up.
Metronome is interesting. Cutting the Nitro. Can speed up the first Aiden to have some haste to pass around. Don't think this fits in anywhere. I don't hate it, but I think it's worse than later. Go ball up some crit chance. These are overall really low value gumballs. It's just crit that matters. I guess max HP, not bad. %4 crit. Cool. Okay, so... Shit. Skills, dually. If we go crit or crit reference, there's obviously crescendo. Everything else is trash, right? Tracer fire? Tracer fire is kind of bad unless it's diamond. Crit your burn items gain +1. Yeah, but we're not critting.
Hardware, software. What's the hack today?
Come on.
I've been writing some new hover algorithms. Wanna see?
My fight isn't with you. but if you insist.
Heavy trebuchet. Okay, I think we're fine. They're just too slow to start.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Hey, did you buff him?
My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
I would never debase my wares by haggling. Ugh.
I'm not against Beta Ray.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
I think people have rode off Beta Ray a little too aggressively. It's what, effectively a 4-second-ish cooldown that also scales the Omega Ray. June August redeemed 1 Peepo. It is queued. So they have to be diamond. It's a Peepo? Well, the 1 Peepo redeem is the song request for the song 1 People by Marcus D. Would I ever put Beta Ray beside Metronome? That might be better than the Aiden. Yeah. It's scaling the board rather than just giving random haste. Strong. Not griefing anything anywhere, right? The microwave upgrade might matter with it at 5.4. It actually does matter.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation. Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
Because the Uzi will activate at 0.9, and then microwave would be the second item to activate.
Oh, come on then. Let's get this over with. Not too big, not too small.
I keep forgetting to put the... what's it called in?
Right then,
The Walter.
off you go.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Infernal Greatsword. Oh my.
Bring her about! I've got another.
Okay, we're good, we're good. These free skills are very clutch. I guess burn containment probably did a lot there too. Oh, they're also not getting haste anywhere. They're just relying on weapon triggers to activate Treb. Can we just get the
You had to
perfect?
ask the price.
Would really like to just get the perfect.
Neither wealthy nor wise, huh?
Come with no weapons? Use that for the good of all.
just gonna go here. I'm worried that you crit me. I am probably fine versus the iceberg, but... Ugh. I guess Snowflake is actually good for us. Maybe a big enough deal. That we're supposed to sit through the iceberg fight. Okay, so we get to upgrade the Omega Ray.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
Battery and Momosaur. Oh my god, and a red button? We've seen a whole board already.
Magnificent find.
It's a lot of burn. Okay, so we could take the life here. JJ is pretty unlikely to be good. The XP makes us slightly better if we lose this fight, but we really want to be winning this fight. And just getting out. Another Vanessa. Alright. No, 4 XP is still one short. Palanquin? Ah, fuck. Wait, freezes? Easy. Easy. Sometimes you just play a last patch game. Get the freeze skills. And win out. The lizard cart. Oh, whenever they use a weapon, its cooldown gets decreased by 10%. For a silencer. Yeah, for whatever reason, items that only freeze small items, if there's no other target, they will freeze unfreezable things. The bug's been in the game forever. But, like, you'll never have Frostfire freeze a Vanessa's amulet. It's just when there's no other targets. It's not actually, like, game relevant. Oh, it's when you crit. Oh, I thought it was on use. I guess when this is on your board, it's on use, but yeah. A very last patch fight. Single cooldown item versus free skills get got. These goofy Vanessa boards. That board was pretty strong if it got to take game actions. Like, Palanquin gets the Cutlass down to a, like, 1 second cooldown pretty quick. It's a lot more reasonable to be playing these boards that just have a single cooldown on them this patch too, just because of how much rarer it is to run into boards with these skills. Yeah, it's... I feel like even when you're on a comp that's a good matchup for Lich, you have to be high rolling pretty hard to actually be able to beat Lich. Outside of maybe, like, Crook, but... Ooh. There's a chest in my chest. Like, I've had enough games where I've thought, okay, if this board doesn't beat Lich, nothing really does. Or, like, if this archetype doesn't beat Lich, nothing does. And then I take the Lich fight, and then I lose. I will not click on that fight anymore. It's not worth it.